What's up YouTube, JM Comics here, and I received Kirby in the Forgotten Land as a birthday present the day it came out. And so far I've played about 2 to 4 hours of the game and beaten the first two worlds. So here are my thoughts and opinions on the game so far, just my first impressions. I will eventually get a full review out because, I bought this game day one, I want to at least get an actual review out on it. And I've only ever bought 2 other games on day one, and you'll be disappointed in what the games were, but it was Lego Incredibles and Minecraft Dungeons, so this is the first Nintendo game I've gotten day one. So it was a great experience, and here's my first impressions of the game, okay? And first off, remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you have played Kirby in the Forgotten Land, or if not, if you're planning on picking it up eventually. So, in terms of controls, this game is smooth and buttery. It's sort of like Mario Odyssey, but it's not as good in terms of Mario Odyssey, but it's still a good, smooth game to control. Okay? I don't think there's any Kirby game that's kind of jank to control. What's it called? Rainbow Curse is kind of trash because you gotta like trace the pad and stuff. Same with Canvas Curse. But I had no trouble with the controls in this game, and I have heard some people saying it's a problem for them. For me, I didn't feel that much of a problem with the controls of the game. I mean, it's not Mario Odyssey levels of smoothness, but you can't expect everything to be Mario Odyssey levels of smoothness, okay? In terms of story, it's a Kirby game. The story in these games is kind of minimal, but I guess there is more than most Nintendo games. Because there's actually sort of a mystery behind it with this group of villains named the Beast Pack, and Kirby has to try to find who the Beast Pack is led by and stop them from stealing all the Waddle Dees. I'm pretty sure it's King Dedede, but there's probably an evil demonic force behind them, because there's always a demonic force in Kirby games, okay? The levels so far have been really good. I didn't like the first world as much as I like the second world. I don't know, the aesthetic of the first world is sort of like Apocalypse, and it's fine, but I don't know if it works as well for Kirby as it does for some other franchises. Like, I feel like Pikmin in the Apocalypse would have been more logical than Kirby in the Apocalypse. But there is precedent for Kirby in the Apocalypse, because in Kirby Superstar, the world is kind of frozen over, or Earth is kind of frozen over. So it sort of makes sense, but I don't like World 1's aesthetic as much as I like World 2, which is more beach, ocean themed. And yeah, in case you guys are wondering, no real spoilers because I'm only going to be talking about the first 2 worlds. And everything about those worlds has kind of been leaked in the trailers anyway. I really love the blueprint system and how you can upgrade abilities in this game. I know I'm sort of jumping from topic to topic, but it's kind of my first impressions. I don't know what to talk about exactly. I'm just giving what I feel right now. And I love upgrading abilities. I feel like it's a cool way to incentivize collecting blueprints and like upgrading Kirby, because instead of making you have to like upgrade your character or level up so that some levels are inaccessible, you just upgrade your powers so that if you get that power, it's more powerful, or at least different than it used to be. And yeah, so far I've only upgraded the fire, cutter, needle, and bomb abilities. The bosses in this game are actually kind of harder than like the actual game itself. They're not hard, they're still easy bosses. Like, I've beaten both of them without taking any damage, which is one of the missions you have to do. But I will say that they are bullet sponges or like damage sponges, and much more hard than like the actual levels of the game. So yeah, if you've played the demo, you'll probably notice that fighting Goromondo the gorilla. But yeah, the boss of World 2 is a tradition of the Kirby series. It's Wispy Woods, and he's actually easier than Goromondo. So I just hope the bosses get harder from here. But as they stand, they are the hardest part of the game so far. And in case you've been wondering, I've been playing on wild mode because I feel like easy mode is kind of useless. It's a Kirby game. It's gonna be easy anyway, so I might as well play on wild mode. I love how the levels are formatted, but there's like different missions you gotta complete. Like, for example, one of them is destroy all the wanted posters in this level and you end up saving more Waddle Dees. It's just a cool way to make you want to replay each level. And one thing I really do appreciate is that the game isn't exactly open world. It's more of a 3D world, Super Mario 3D world style, rather than an Odyssey style, which I prefer personally. Because if you've seen my Mario game ranking, it's my first video on the channel. It's kind of bad, but if you want to watch it, watch it. You'll see that I prefer the 3D world style over the Super Mario Odyssey style. Or even, I prefer the Galaxy style overall. And this game is definitely more linear and reminiscent of Galaxy and 3D world than it is Sunshine or Mario Odyssey. And yeah, that's about it in terms of my first impressions. I know this video is very jank and random, but I just want to talk about how I feel about this game so far, while it's still, I guess, relevant. And then I'll give my review probably weeks later once I've 100%ed the game. So yeah, those are my thoughts and opinions on Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on the game, or if you want to pick up the game, down below. JM Comics out.